Alright, in this video, I'm going to be testing out the T outliners, and I see Drees outside. Shout out to Drees. But yeah, I'm basically going to be testing out the T outliners that I got, because see the mess on the floor. I'm about to be testing them out, and let's see if they live up to the hype. And this is kind of going to be a kind of tutorial, how to line yourself up. But first, I want to get my baby hairs down. And just real quick, I'm going to use these to trim my baby hairs down, or it's kind of like a tapered hairline, but not really. I'm gonna do one guard closed to be safe. But before I do this, I need to brush everything down. Obviously, brushing is always important, especially the part where you're lining up. I'm using this thing called spritz. People use this to hold their hair in place. I'm just gonna spray it across. And this will basically just hold your hair in place. And I actually want to not push myself back, because, let's just do that. You see my hairline actually starts like right there. My hairline starts right there, so when you see me and I push back, it's not me pushing myself. It's not really me really pushing myself back, but it's me pushing back to my actual hairline where it actually is. If y'all don't know, these are my Andis Pivot Pros I used to use. And see, it's zeroed out, like basically absolute zero, which that isn't healthy, because absolute zero, boom, it makes marks. Like you can see right here, there's a mark. But on these, it shouldn't be bad. And I already feel these compared to the Pivot Pros, and they feel so much. They just feel really good in my hand. Like it fits so well. With the Pivot Pros, it was kind of awkward, but with these, it's like, I don't know, it just feels way better. Turn these on, bop, and so you always want to start in the middle. All right, it's gonna be my first cut with these. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can already tell these are really good. Cause I could tell, like you can see it's cutting really sharp already. Like right here, you can tell it's cutting sharp, really sharp already. It feels really soft against my skin. Yeah, another thing, a mistake I made last time with cutting my hair is I just went straight across, but your head isn't a flat surface, so you can't really go straight across. That's why my hairline kind of looked awkward before, but you want to go in the shape that your head actually is, but also make it straight. So yeah, so far, these are working really good. Like no cuts or scratches, but it's getting really, really sharp. That's a really good pro with these, is they're cutting very, very sharp, but it's not cutting my actual skin. So these are correctly zeroed out, which it isn't absolute zero. We just call it zeroed out because it's closest to the blade. So yeah, already super sharp and super crisp along the hairline. I'm just gonna brush down to get any other hairs or any other overhang, because usually on the first go around, you won't get all the hair. Alright, so it looks pretty crisp. Of course, this side kind of looks weird, but you can still see the line. This is just all the weird curls. I don't know. For some reason, these won't brush down. I feel no rashes or no burns. So yeah, these are really impressing me, especially coming from they're not really cheap or not necessarily even bad, but they're old and they aren't really the best clippers. So going from those to these, definitely a big difference, and these are definitely something worth investing in. And I believe the Slimline Pros are amazing as well, so I would recommend those as well, but I never used them before, so I don't really know. But here, let's just go to the lineup part. One trick is to get the corners as sharp as possible, then everything will look real sharp. So boom, I got that corner sharp. I'm just trying to make sure I get this corner as sharp as possible. So you see, it is sharp. These are really good clippers. Now, of course, there's only so much getting good clippers can do, because obviously you have to have some, I mean, it doesn't take much skill, but you have to have some type of skill to make it straight. Because say you don't get your hairline straight, you can't just be like, okay, I'm going to buy a more expensive trimmer and that will do it. No, it's about actually, you know, having the skill yourself, which is not it's not difficult, and if it is difficult for you, just keep on practicing, because that's all it really takes. But let's go ahead and go to the other side now. And you always want to make sure that you point your trimmers in an angle. If you point at an angle, boom, it hits more crisp. And thinking about the C cup, this is called the C cup because it kind of looks like a C. But you want to use your corners, and you want to go at an angle, obviously. So. You can see the difference from this side to this side. I'm going to take this ear part, do this. So this side is done. Now it's time to get behind the ears. It's probably one of the most difficult parts because it kind of takes a lot of coordination. Plus you have to have a second mirror, but it isn't that difficult. That's how the back's looking. I'm telling you, it's really easy. It takes practice and confidence. That's one of the biggest things. Don't expect to mess up, but if you mess up, then it's not that big of a deal because you're a beginner, and that's what beginners do. I'm still a beginner. This is like my only 5th or 6th time cutting hair, maybe 7th, but I kind of doubt that. That just shows how easy it is. And that's basically the cut. It's that simple. See, look at this. This is the side I'm most proud of, obviously, because it's my right side and I'm right-handed. This side also looks good. And then the back, there's that thing. This is the hardest part, but it's not even that hard though. And boom, behind the ear. And that's how it's looking. And of course, absolutely don't forget this step. Do not forget to wipe your head with alcohol. Because if you forget this step, then you can end up with some rashes and stuff. Because like, if you feel any type of, like, you don't even have to feel a burn, but whether you believe it or not, the clipper is actually doing something to your skin. Even if it's just rubbing on your skin, that's metal rubbing on your skin. And you just don't want to like risk having an infection or something. So, and even if you don't think that the blade is cutting you, put some alcohol on it and you will see that the blade actually did cut you a little. But obviously it isn't to the point where you're like bleeding or anything. And of course these are like factory zero gap, so it's not like somebody messed it up or jacked it up or anything. That's just what clippers or trimmers automatically do. So that is the cut. I don't think you have to oil your trimmers every time. Some people say you should, some people say you don't need to oil them. The only time I'm going to oil them is probably like after every 2 times I use them. The reason you want to oil them is to make sure that they're lubricated and all that stuff. But yeah, that's the cut with these trimmers. These trimmers, I think I'm beginning to have a love for them. They work really good. I now know why people love them so much. It's not necessarily that they're so magical or anything, but they actually they do what they're supposed to do, and they get the job done, and they don't feel cheap. They don't it's just like there isn't any problem with it. And really, I don't really have any cons about these except they don't come skeletoned, but you can always skeleton them yourself. And what skeleton does is it basically makes everything easier to see, because when you're self-cutting it can be a little difficult because the trimmer gets in the way of your eyes and it just gets all weird. And these did get a little hot a little quick, but it was like 20 minutes, so, and it's not like burning hot, so it's not a problem. They're a really great pair of trimmers, and now I know why every barber has a pair of these. Well, not really a pair, but now I know why every barber has some of these. But anyways, I thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure I like it. If you want to see more videos in the future, please make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you'll never miss out on another video from me in the future. And with that being said, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video.